Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Um, Here we are for watching the sixth round of Adriana game in the Open Los Molinos under 2400. And well, in this round, I'm seeing that chess.com is not putting the moves online, so I have to put the moves manually. Okay, Adriana's opponent, he's a really good opponent because he's 2400, he's a 2050 ELO, so not a simple opponent, of course, but we have to see what Adriana started to play. She opened with e4 and the opponent started with e6, so the French defense. d4, d5, normal moves. And okay, in this position, white has multiple options. White can take the pawn, or white can push the pawn, like Adriana played. So, e5. Normal move here is c5. And normal reply here is or knight f3 or c3, like Adriana played. Okay? The opponent decided to play the first move that everyone plays in this position, that is knight c6, and Adriana continued to play with the first move that everyone plays in this position, knight f3, for defending this pawn. And here, the opponent decided to play a normal move, that is bishop d7, but in this position, black could also play queen b6, because after queen b6, white has three main lines: a3, bishop e2, or bishop d3. But that depends. But the opponent, as we said, played bishop d7, defending the knight, and the main option, the most important option in this position, is playing rook c8. So probably next move of the opponent is rook c8. Adriana continued to play with the main line. After playing bishop d2, the opponent decided to play a good move, the main line move in this position, that is knight g7, because the plan is going on f5. And to prevent that, Adriana played castle. Okay, she didn't care if the opponent going there, because it's not a problem. But the opponent decided not to play knight f5. He decided to play knight g6. This is the main line too, so that's absolutely not a problem playing this line, knight g6. And Adriana continued to play with not the main line, because main line is bishop e3, defending this pawn. But she decided to play g3. I think because she don't want the opponent could play something like knight f5, knight f4, or I don't know which other moves. Adriana, or she could play this move not because she's scared about something, but just because he blocked the knight going in these two squares. Is blocking the queen, for example, if in the future would like to go on h4. So that's the main line in this position. So, well, the opening at the moment is really normal. They played the normal moves. Oh, thank you for the beats. Well, and how can continue? How can, in this position, black can continue the game? Or playing c takes on d4 and c takes on d4, for example, like this. Or another strange move that is really scared to play, because he's, well, how can I say, not so easy to play in this position. could be f6. f6 is a really strange move because give to the white to opening the center, okay, but opening also this file, the f file. So not so simple to play against, because if in this position one of the two players don't play correctly, could be some problem at the moment. Okay, I think we will continue to see the move from chess.com because there is a delay and we need to put in there. So let's go here. Okay, this is also the opponent name, as you can see, Antonio Manuel Martinez Sanchez. Okay, and they are playing the French defense that I told you. So in some moves, probably they arrive in the position that they are at the moment, because okay, it's needed to waiting something for arriving in that position, but they play the opening really fast, so it's not a problem coming to the position that I showed you. Okay, now white c3, knight c6, and now Adriana played knight f3. Because normally I play the French defense by black, so I'm in the wrong way for seeing this game now, because I normally play in this side, but seeing this opening in the white perspective is a little bit strange, But well, in this position I normally play queen b6 because I know better this position with queen b6 than going with the knight on e7 and going on g6, because I play knight e7, knight g6 normally when the opponent decided to play the exchange variation. For example, here white takes, okay, normal move could be, for example, this, bishop d6, bishop d3, knight e7, castle, rook here and here. I sometimes play this position. But well, here we are, and we arrived after g3. And as I told you, so we arrived in the position that I showed you something like 1 minute. And well, in this position, black has multiple options. Played f6 could be really risky because opening this file, this diagonal, is always not so good, because especially if you would like to short castle, no? Because it's a little bit unsafe, because this pawn will be a goal to the opponent, because he can continue to attacking this pawn because it's not so defended well. And other option could be, as I told you, c takes, and for example, could be play, I don't know, this bishop is really bad, probably. Bishop e7 and castle. Or, yeah, queen b6 in this position, it seems not so good, because white can just develop. There are not the tricks that there are with the c3 pawn, because c3 pawn don't allow to white for playing knight c3, and this pawn is also protected, so that's pretty good. And yesterday Adriana played she showed me the 5th round that she played, and she played an incredible game, because the accuracy of that game was incredible, like 96% of accuracy, something like this. I don't know, but well, she played really well, and I hope she continued to play with that exactly performance, no? Because she played also all the other games probably except the first that is not on the DGT board, so I don't know um, about the opening, about the game. But well, in the other games that she played really, really good. She played correct moves. She played perfectly. So she has to continue to play in this way. No, she's super concentrated to the tournament. She's feeling good. She's feeling really, really good. Okay, we're in that position, and black now is spending so much time for calculating, but in this position, is it also not so simple to play because, well, okay, the main problem with the French defense is always this bishop because he's always really bad to play because it has no good squares, but now also the black bishop is not still playing well. So, okay, I told you can just play bishop e7 and castle, next move. But well, it's not so easy. It's not so easy because the bishops are a little bit not developed. How can I say? And white in this position can play everything he wants. For example, knight d2, or bishop e3, or rook e1. There are no bad moves for white in this position. But depends now on what black can decide to play. Main line is this or this. The others are a little bit strange. Okay, f6 also. But f6 is... black needs to be really careful on his self. On himself. Otherwise, could be play a suffering game because you need to suffer a lot. So it could be not so easy for him, for him. No, sorry. We hope that black could be play a game suffering for all the time, but well, it depends. Okay, black didn't play yet. He spent a lot of time. I remember you that time control in this game, in this tournament, is 1 hour for each one, plus 30 seconds for each move. So they played really fast in the opening because they didn't spend too much time. They played really, really fast and they played with 100% accuracy for the first 8 moves. And well, now they can take the time for calculating or for sparing just for 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes for finding the best move to play. Okay, it's better not to spend too much time in the opening. Otherwise, if you go in a long game, a strange end game, or a strange middle game too, it's not important be in the end game for arriving in a difficult position. And yeah, in that position you probably need too much time. And if you spend your time in the opening, you have no time, of course, in the middle game and in the end game too. So well, black spent more time than necessary time for playing the next move because he probably was a little bit scared after g3 because probably is not the main line in this position because I just saw rook e1 and bishop e3. Bishop e3 is probably the best one because defending this pawn. But let's see. Okay, because black played and after g3 played bishop e7. Okay, the plan is really simple now. We understand the plan of... Oh wow, super fast. Adriana played super fast. Let's see. Not so fast. Bishop e7, h4, and h4 is also the most important, most played move in this position. Castle, h5, and knight h8. So as you can see, probably next move will be f6 because we need to opening this diagonal for giving to the knight a square for going. But if you just see this position, and well, a knight on h8 is pretty cool, no? For the white, because need to give to the opponent more time for f6, knight f7, and playing the knight f7, no? So that's pretty cool. And Adriana also played another good move, because she played d takes on c5. And as you can see, you can just think, okay, why she decided to destroy the center? Why she decided just to take in the pawn? Because the opponent can take it back easily, no? Bishop takes and you go back. But after c4, in this position, white is really better than black. Okay, because for example, if in this position black decided to take in this pawn, white is not forcing to take in that one, no? She can just play knight c3, prevent b5, okay, and taking this pawn later. And she developed. The opponent has a knight on h8. She can just play something like bishop g5. So well, this position could be pretty cool for white, no? Pretty cool for white. So well, let's see what the opponent now decide to play. If he want to destroy the center or what? Because now I think black could take in there, pushing this pawn, pushing there. If white will take with the bishop and not knight c3, is good anyway. Is good anyway. And for example, this and this. Okay, the position seems a little bit strange because twanging pawn pieces in the middle of the chessboard, a pawn on e4, e5, and a pawn on h5, a knight on h8. So pretty strange. But white is better anyway. Is better anyway, guys. And I think black in this position don't feel so comfortable. And I can just understand that easily. Just because he's spending time for doing his moves, no? Otherwise, I think if you are really comfortable with the opening, if you don't need an extra time, it's not important spending so much time that black is spending at the moment for trying to see the best moves to do, for trying to see other things. So, wow, pretty cool. Pretty cool for Adriana. Really well. And thank you of Goblin for the beats. And also, I forgot to see, because I don't know why I don't see the notification from the Jumbo Chess, for the like, of course, for the follow, and also of Goblin too. Thank you so much. Well, Okay, black is not playing, and that's pretty cool for Adriana because means that the opponent don't know the opening. And if you're not able to play in this opening, especially with a knight on h8, could be a difficult game for you. And in the opposite, Adriana is the totally the opposite because she played super fast. She played super fast. And well, if she played really fast, that means that she know the opening, no? And that she's feel comfortable with the opening that she's playing, no? Well, time is going down, but the opponent didn't play it, so seems a little bit strange. I'm a little bit worried that the DGT didn't work today too, because yesterday we saw that there was a problem with the DGT, and so I don't want they have the same problem that they had yesterday, no? I hope. I hope. Otherwise, I can spoiler you the moves that the player played. Because I saw he spent the time. Yes, it didn't work because I saw after 2 minutes, wait, 55 minutes, so 5 minutes ago, Black played this move. Okay. Adriana played this. D takes. Oh wow, super strange position. Bishop took there. Okay, probably the best was knight c3, but it's not a problem. Um, 90, 95. Oh wow, the moves that I told you. Bishop d3. So she go back. Okay, she arrived in the exactly position that I told you. And f5. Black played f5. Oh, not f6. f5. F5 is better than f6, of course. But it's super strange too. It's super strange. It's a super strange move. Okay, in best decision here for... Okay, oh, we can see by here. Has been showed. 95, and now white played bishop d3. Yes. And we saw that black played f5. Other option here was bishop c6. That is a super counter attack for attacking the white castle, because now the problem for white, of course, is white pushed this pawn really fast, but it's not a problem. Okay, it's not a problem. And it's not so easy for black going to taking that pawn, because this is not permitted, that one too. The problem is always leaving the knight on h8. No? Leaving the knight on h8. But seems a little bit strange. But we know that the opponent in this position play. Oh, okay, has been showed. f5. Okay, f5, and now I know that Adriana is still waiting, because she take a lot of time for playing in this position, and she probably took there because it's the best move to do in this position, taking there. But if black will take with the queen, there is bishop takes on h7, opening that file, opening the diagonal, king take and queen taking there. Oh, but there is this one too. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wait. Bishop takes there. King takes there. Oh yes, knight g5 check before. King g8 and now taking there. And it seems they are in close to an end game. Because what is super attacking the black side. So, wow, seems super crazy. But now depends on what Adriana would like to play in from this position, no? Because it's not necessary taking there. Okay, it's the best one. Other moves are just developing the pieces or playing like bishop g5, attacking the queen, but okay. To be honest, there is just a single move, a single correct move in this position. So, well. Adriana, take your time, but find the correct move. Take your time, but find the correct move. Because she has more than an hour. So she has all the time she needs for finding the best move in this position. No? It's not important now playing super fast. But just finding the best move possible. Every time. That's the, of course, is the most important thing to do. But now especially. And especially also because they played really fast, okay? The opponent has spent 10 minutes, but 10 minutes for 14 moves, that's pretty cool. And especially because they arrived in a really strange position. As you can see, knight h8, the 2 pawns in here, especially that one that is totally not defended, but after knight g5, could be really strong. Okay, not now because this diagonal is not open. But after taking there, en passant, after taking a Passan, and for example, if the opponent playing the taking by this, okay, probably is not so simple to play. Just developing the pieces, not finding a super tactic in a single moment. No, you can just developing the piece and well playing normal moves or bishop there for example could be play maybe. Queen c7, but after that one, queen takes on g3. Wow. Wow, super. Queen takes on g3. Wow, yes, yes, of course, because this diagonal is not open. It's closed by the bishop. Oh, wow. Super strange. So, well, Adriana now is taking the time for finding the best move to do, but I'm totally sure that she will take that. I'm totally sure. And let me check how many points the opponent done in this tournament. Okay, he has probably the same point that Adriana has, but let me check. Okay, Adriana opponent for round number 5 number 6, sorry. Martinez Sanchez Antonio Manuel. FIDE variation after 5 rounds is 0.0. He won the first round against a 18-34. He lost against an international master at round number 2, 23-54. He won against a 19-28 at round number 3. Round number 4, he drew against a 19-05. And yesterday, in the last round that he played, he drew again against a 1891. So, well, a normal tournament for him, his performance on this tournament is 2054, and his ELO is 2051. Well, and you probably would like also to know what Adriana is doing in this tournament too. Adriana in the first round, she unfortunately lost against 1801. But we didn't saw the game because, okay, you can find the game commented by Matthew on Adriana Twitch account, Adriana Palau. And the second game that she played, she won against her 1873. The third round, she got a bye, so half point. Yesterday, we saw together that she won against a 1662, a really difficult game because she played super well, but the opponent played super well too, and she had to fight a lot for winning that game. And yesterday, she played the best game for her in this tournament at the moment because she drew against a candidate master 21-38. But with that, okay, I would like to say 5 results, but 4 results because the bye is not a result. She has at the moment 3.25. But unfortunately for her, she's losing 2.6 points. It's not too much, I know, but well, she's losing some points. And her performance before this round is 19.55. So really close to her rating, but a little bit less. So it's important today winning the game. Okay, it's important every time winning the game, not just today, of course. But today is more important. Most important. So, well, Adriana is still waiting because this move is probably really hard to find. Really hard to find. And okay, I'm watching also the time when she moved the move, so we are really close to her next move. In a minute, she will play next move. And the accuracy in this position, this exactly position, is 96.8 for Adriana. So super robot for her, and 89.9 for the opponent. So opponent decided to play a strange variant of the French, and he probably don't know that opening so well. But if Adriana know that opening, she can find a really, really good plans for winning the game. So well, f5 is the move that black played, and now Adriana will play next move in some seconds. Okay, well, she played the move. To be honest, I saw she played the move 15 seconds ago, so I don't know why it's not showed. Okay, well, some seconds after. And now the opponent. Is the opponent time for moving? Oh, yes, because... Oh, fuck, yes. Right, that's right, because I see the time, but I have to add 30 seconds, because the time that I see is adding the 30 seconds. Well, so... So, okay, the opponent taking with the queen. So that exactly line that we saw. And now there is the trick. Bishop takes on h7, king takes. I show you again. Bishop takes on h7. Okay, if white will go there, is totally lost because after this can resign. After one piece down, no? So it's obvious that black is forced to play this move. Knight check, and now is always forced to play king g8, because if we go there, taking here, and well, is... He has some tricks to the opponent, no? And if the king decide to play like a active piece, g4, king takes, and queen d3, and forcing an easy probably checkmate in not so much moves, no? But oh, they played super fast. Bishop takes, king takes, knight check, g8, and queen takes there. And now, guys, I have to tell you that the opponent is spending a lot of time. A lot of time for calculating this position. A lot of time for calculating this position. So we have like 10 minutes before next move. And well, it's really straight. Oh, wait. I didn't read your messages. When I start Adriana, yes. Yeah, but um, unfortunately, there is a delay that has been put on chess.com, so that's necessary. And well, that's what's happened. Guys, sorry about this. I did it yesterday too. I don't know what's happened, but the tricks for putting me correctly is top. Yes, she has a crushing position. In round number one. Oh, I thought now. I thought now. Okay, in this position, black is in a really big trouble. It's a big trouble because this knight is totally out of the game. Probably one of the best moves to do in this position is playing the rook on e8 and trying to push in with the two rooks, no? Otherwise, I don't know, because of, for example, playing in there, queen takes the here. And yeah, forcing taking there, and a double attack and winning position for white. And for example, here, yeah, it cannot, for example, go in there, otherwise there is queen take. Oh, sorry, queen takes that. Rook takes. And now, right, 94, going here, knight takes, rook takes, and b4, and double attack. No, so that's super good position for Adriana. I think is really, I don't want to say simple because okay, there is many things that are not so good for white. For example, the first one, that she didn't develop these two pieces, no? Okay, the opponent developed the pieces, they are out of the game, especially the knight, of course, but they developed the pieces. She can, but this knight now is super strong. He's super strong. And she can also, for example, spending some time for going on c3 for the first time and on e4 for the second one, no? But now, for example, being on the black side is not easy to play because, for example, if black, no, black playing for black now is not so easy because, for example, if black would like to play something like this, so going on f7 with the knight, white could just take in there, no? Forcing to trading the queens. And probably, like for example, going there, knight takes, yeah, super winning position. And he couldn't go there, otherwise there is a double attack to the two rooks. Okay. And need to go, for example, on c8. Taking, and now b4 again. That's a little bit simple for playing this position, especially if Adriana in the next move will also developing the pieces, will be super easy to play in this position. She need to find the best move. Okay, I know. But wow. It's better playing in a better position for finding the best move than playing in a worse position finding the best move for survive and not for winning. No? I'm also calculating if there is something better in this position to some moves good to find. But to be honest, if I was black in this position, I didn't know anything to do. And the accuracy at the moment is really high for Adriana, 96.5. And the opponent, after playing, okay, he played forced move because after bishop takes, he was forcing to taking the bishop and force it to going back. And okay, it's strange, but playing that two moves increase his accuracy. Then now is 90.8. And the accuracy, he has 90.8 accuracy, but anyway, is in a really bad position. So today Adriana can go to hear something early. Well, Queen d7 seems really strong, and it's really difficult because I think black is thinking because he had no moves, he cannot develop in the knight there. If black developed the knight here, we saw that is totally lost by black anyway because white can win it really easily. And moving the rooks, attacking, for example, let's try to move in this rook and not the other one. Oh no, we move the other one. This rook taking that. If queen take, knight take, rook here, and the same trick, always the same trick before. Okay, black can take there, 2 pawns for a piece, but he's completely win by white because now white has 1 piece up. The pawns are the same at the moment, so wow. So let's see what black decided to play. Because he has not so many moves. He had no moves, in my opinion. He had no moves. No moves. No moves, in my opinion. So, wow. Bishop takes on f2. Check. Okay, of course, Adriana couldn't take in there, otherwise it's totally won by black, no? But that seems a really strange move. That seems a really strange move. Because after king g2, there are no check for black, no? Well, for example, let's write something like this. Does it work? No. Okay. But this bishop is hanging. Not now, but in the future, of course. For example, an easy move could be this one, no? Let's see for taking that. Take, 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 take. One by white. This is a hypothetical continuation of the game. But bishop taking that is super strange. And, well, I don't know why and how Black decided to play that. Okay, if Adriana will develop the pieces, she will super strong. But if in this position, for example, Adriana played this, there is bishop taking there, king take and queen takes, and now is won by black, of course. But I think Adriana will play really fast king g2 because it's the natural move to do in a position like this. Yes, it's not needed calculating. Super strange. And probably the opponent will be forced to play after this to protect this one. Otherwise, white can take in there. And after this, Adriana can just develop the pieces and arriving to crushing the opponent's side, no? Because as you can see, in this position, all the black pieces, except the knight, are blocked. Okay, black and okay, let's try to do something like this. Okay, if white if black will do this, you can just go back. For example, on d2, on d1, on d3, on every single square. No, not every single, but a lot of squares on the d file. No, attacking this. And well, after that, as you can do, what do you? Oh, well, no, of course, we know the queen. What you can do? Rook take, queen take there. I taking on a7, and he's winning. Super easy to winning in this position. Okay, Adriana play king g2. Perfect. Perfect. And now the position seems totally won by white. Not so easy because she has to play other moves because, well, I told you she need to develop in the pieces. But for the moment, black has no counterattack, so that's pretty cool for her. Pretty cool. Yes. Yes. So, Mikey, you're right. That's why Adriana needs to develop in the pieces. And if she can do that, she can just arrive in a winning position just because the opponent pieces are totally blocked, are totally forced to stay in the to the home square, no? And now, after going back on d2, is attacking 1 and 2. And black can, to be honest, black can resign after queen d2. Okay, I know now black has to play, but which move? Which move black could do? Rook c8, rook e8 probably is the best one, the only one that he could do. Otherwise, taking there, totally won. Totally won. Wow, super crazy. So I think, yes. Rook e8, and now queen d2. Queen d2, winning game. Because queen d2 has a double option. Okay, defending the knight, of course, is the first one. 3 options, so defending the knight. Attacking, let's play the move. Defending the knight. Attacking the bishop with the rook, because now bishop cannot go back, of course, otherwise black will win will lose the queen. And also attacking the knight there. So triple option. Triple option. And it's really difficult to save this position for black. And taking there probably. Taking. And yeah, this one, but after that one is super easy. Or no, better one is knight c3. Knight c3 is better. Because attack the rook. And well, white has one piece up. No? And I have to congratulate too. Okay, depends about the result. Okay, the game is not finished yet. I know a lot of things, but I hope if Adriana just plays simple, just putting the pieces for attacking in this position, could be an easy way for winning this game, of course. But I have to congratulate to her because she played a really good opening. She played a really good opening. It's not important, okay, it's important for the result, of course, but will be super easy playing after queen d2 the other part of the game. And especially because the opponent of Adriana is not a bad player. He is playing a super good tournament. Adriana too, because Adriana, to be honest, is playing a really good tournament at the moment. And well, which moves could be played? For example, Queen D2, as I told you, but if we have to find out the move, I told you White can play also Knight C3 because it can go, for example, on E4 and let's play a random move, not knight here, for example. It's 31 now. In D4, take. Rook take on F2, take in there, and another one piece up. So I don't see other ways for not playing Queen D2. Okay, Stockfish says Knight C3, but come on. Is a immediate attack. Is an immediate attack going on D2. Because you can win a piece immediately. And there are no defense for saving the bishop, no? And that's why taking there when go back. Where the black take on. Okay, that's why this one. Okay, that's why. Because okay, now black won a pawn, and there is no an immediate attack at the moment because I couldn't take in the bishop at the moment. But in a long time situation. In a long time game, is super easy. Super easy. And that's why now Adriana needs to force into taking there, because otherwise, if, for example, she played other moves and black can finding a way, for example, going with the queen on e5, that at the moment is a nonsense move, but if she can, going there, for example, going here, she can just take in there. But if she play, for example, I don't know, a strange move, or this, okay, queen there, oh, there is checkmate one, super well. Now, queen there, for example, that is the same thing and cover the checkmate. Oh yes, but he can do that anyway. He can do that anyway. Because well, black has no moves, has no plans for playing knight c3, for example, because now the bishop is also attacking the queen. If white finding a way for attacking there. Oh wow. A good chess opening is indeed important and adds above 5% Placido. Yes, you're right. Totally right. And especially because, okay, because you can, as you can see, white, no, black played some strange lines in a moment because, well, was not bad, but different to, okay, my ideas. I never seen that before. Probably could be played. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me that I didn't know that opening or what's happened, but well. Yes, to go back to see. Yes, Adriana. Yes, yes. Now Adriana will win, of course, a free piece. No, there are no other ways for not winning the piece. That piece. And now I think black can decide to move in the queen in another squares, but that was the next move, of course. And for example, can take a pawn. Okay, it's not enough for win for this game because okay, there are a lot of problems. But well, is one pawn. One pawn plus one pawn, you can get a winning position. But it's totally strange at the moment. So well, so the first one is king h6 to taking that pawn. The second one, well, I don't know what could play, for example, queen there. But there is queen c2 with the same attack, so that's not a problem. Fortunately for Adriana, this move is not possible. And as you can see, this knight was a problem for all the game. So we saw that there was a pawn on h5 and in the opening, especially in the opening. So we thought, okay, probably could be strange because she played this pawn really fast, but know she know that and she played a perfect game from the start to now. Probably the only mistake that she had done was after taking there by black. She took by the bishop and was better playing knight c3. But okay, it's not a problem. It's a human move taking there. Human move. Because every time Stockfish or the Giant says that you have to do this, but come on. Come on. Come on. And Blake is spending his time for finding a normal move to do, because in this position it's really hard to find a good move. Because every move that black has to do will be not easy. Not good. Not easy. Not good. Queen d2. And my man, it's time to move. It's time to move. Okay, queen e6, queen e5, and now super easy. Super fast move. Rook takes. Rook takes there. In human gameplay, well, in human gameplay of chess pawn grid, yes, yes, correct, and especially yeah, in this game we saw taking on f2 was the biggest problem there. Okay, well, with oh, I didn't see that they played to move really fast. Queen e5, and okay, Adriana playing rook takes on f2 and knight c4, attacking the queen. Okay, now she can take an extra time taking there. She just win a time after rook takes. It's not a problem. Moving the queen in other part of the chessboard, for example, on d3. There are no problems. White in this position has no problem. They just need to play safety, of course, safety. Bellale. Need to play safety, so taking on f8 and taking that on f8 could be a simplification of the game, and queen d3 for defending the knight with the bishop. And after finally developing the pieces, because it's the main problem in this position, developing the pieces. As you can see, there are 3 pieces on the queen side, and Adriana need to putting them into the game because it's not easy, it's not normal, it's not possible winning the game with just the queen and the knight, no? So let's see if Adriana will go to taking there, or she decided to play queen c2. That is another option because of taking here. The problem is the same. Queen c2. Yes, let's go, Adriana. So that's why she could take in. Okay, to take in there without the attacking of the rook on f2, because after queen c2, taking, and after rook c f8, black is attacking the queen, no? So that could be a problem for white and need to moving on c2 again. But now give to give to black the option to play something. Okay, Adriana played and she played rook takes. Rook takes, super fast move. And now she has to find the best move for her queen. And I think on d3, on c2, on d1, 2, because defend the pawn could be the best. Okay, d3, super easy. She played super fast. She played super fast. And now there is another problem because, well, this knight is hanging. Oh, wow. Yes. Adriana is coming. Bacon, guys. So Adriana is coming. Let's see. So she probably won. But let's see the continue of the game. Because seems they have to do other moves in this position. So I'm really curious about the next moves that they played. We are in this position, and well, I'm super curious to know which move Blake played in. Oh, you listen to Nico, really? Wow. Well. Now you probably. Now probably the problem, there is no problem, no? Okay, well done. Okay, perfect. So... Okay, a move has been played. Wow, Rook F5. Rook F5? Easy, no? Because she couldn't take in there. Oh, yes, I saw the combination. Probably will be this one. And knight d3, knight d2. And queen takes there. That's probably the continuation. The only continuation possible in this position, no? Because I didn't saw that sacrifice, and I don't know why Black is all like to trading the pieces with when he's one piece down. And thank you, multiple chess guards. Okay, queen takes. So probably they will play super fast. Yeah. Yeah, bishop takes there, queen takes check, and knight e7. So forced now knight d2 or bishop d2, but bishop d2 is not so well. Bishop d knight d2 will be bad. Okay, perfect. Now this one, queen takes on e1 is coming. Queen takes on e1 is coming. Yes. And now it's coming also. Queen takes on e6. Check. Queen takes on e6 will go super fast probably, because we'll win a pawn for free. But the the thing that Adriana needs to analyze it after this one will be the correct continuation. Because after queen takes, okay, there are two options for black. Or, three options. 1, 2, or 3. Okay? With this one, I think can continue with this and win the knight. So that's not a good move. Knight h7. Okay, probably needs to put in the knight into the game. And okay, it's not important. For example, some checks. Need to fighting something like this. I don't know where this bishop can go. No, because this pawn is hanging. But can go there because if this knight g5 check, oh wow, is winning. Knight takes, bishop takes. Force it. But if white will go on h4, there are some checks that black can do. This. Oh no. Yeah, but there are no other options there. All black can have in this position g8. Well, it's not so easy, but it's not so bad too. Okay, in the game, what's happened really? Happened that black took the rook on e1, a1, and check. Queen takes on e6. So Adriana played queen takes on e6. Black went to h7, the option that we analyzed, and now is the time for going on f3. Probably. Or e4 2 could be another option because removing the bishop and going there. Bishop here and knight on g4. So sweeping the two pieces. No? Knight e4. Okay, knight e4 has been played. Knight e4 has been played, and now black is in a bad situation. Super bad situation. Okay. Or he can start to checking the opponent, or can go on d1, trying to take in this one. So for example, if good, oh no, there is a check there. And repetition that, oh, Adriana need to be careful. Adriana need to be careful. Adriana need to be careful. But well, if she just plays simple moves, and she had 38 minutes, so probably she will not getting a repetition moves. And also depends on where the opponent decided to play the queen, no? Because yes, too many options, and he probably has the time for. Okay, I would like to say to finding the best way for calculating everything. But bishop d2 seems super strong. Knight is coming to g5. And as you can see, this knight stayed there from the start to the end. Adriana is playing one of the best game that I saw playing to her in live stream. Well, in In the tournament, she has 3.25, but she got a bye, so that's why she had that point. Yesterday she drew against a candidate master, so a super good drew game, because I saw the evaluation bar was totally equal from the start to the end. Seems seeing a Carson game. And she lost, unfortunately, just the first round, but the other round, or she won or she drew the game that I told you yesterday. The other game that Adriana played won, so perfect for her. And now needs to find the move for the KO. There are many options. Maybe some. Oh, no, this one not of course. This one could be maybe. Oh no, now there are no ways for checkmate the opponent with that move, unfortunately. But playing also this move or this move or this move too, that's crazy. This, well, this one could be strong because he's forcing the white to attacking the queen, and there is a forced checkmate otherwise if he didn't took in there. No, okay, of course not there. Not f6. And winning the queen. Or here with the same thing, for example, knight e7, could be this one, king g8, and well, for example, bishop c3, forcing a checkmate and forcing black to take in the bishop. Okay, Adriana played bishop e3. Oh, she won. Adriana won. Adriana won the game. Adriana won the game. GG Adriana. GG Adriana. Well done. I think she will join us, but I don't know when. So let's see the game from the start to the end, and let's analyze every move that she and her opponent played. E4 e6, d5 d4, d4 d5, of course. And now Adriana decided to play the advanced variation after playing e5. And in this situation, normal move is the move that the opponent played, c5, and c3 is the correct reply for white. Black played knight c6, normal move in this position, and knight f3, normal move for white too. Well, bishop d7 is a total normal move to do in this position, but also queen b6 is another one. So bishop d7, and white played bishop e2 for castling. Knight g e7, normal to play in this position for going on f5 or on g6, and castle for white. Black played in this position knight g6, okay, because he needs to find a square for the bishop too for castling, and g3 played by Adriana. And in this position, after playing a bullet opening, the opponent decided to spend some time for moving, and the move that the opponent decided to play is not so bad. It probably is not the best one, but is normal. It's more human than the others. Bishop e7, because, of course, he would like to castle. And in this position, Adriana decided also to play h4. That seems really strange, but she played immediately this move after 6 seconds. So she was super, she knew the opening probably. And the opponent castle. But now, guys, let's see what Adriana played. Seems a strange move to do in this position because, okay, she pushed the pawns of her castle, but she played h5. And, okay, as you can see, there is just one square for the knight, no? Going back on h8. And that's the move that the opponent played. But now, move number 10, black going back on h8, and this knight stayed here from now to the end of the game. So the opponent played win with one piece down. Without a piece. Adriana was +3 in this moment, no? Okay, Adriana also decided to open in the center, taking the c pawn. D takes on c. The opponent decided to play bishop takes on c5, normal move, and c4. c4 trying to destroying the center, no? d4 could be an option for white in this position, but he decided to take in the pawn. And now there is the only, okay, not a perfect move that Adriana played, but is a normal move that probably everyone not super GM played. Bishop take, okay, because he get the advantage, the pawn there he lost after the opponent taking on c, and she go back. Okay, the opponent also in this position decided to put in a knight. Okay, the knight of the opponent was super bad because the first one is on e5, a5, so out of the game, and the second one is on h8, out of the game too. So the two knights are totally out of the game. Okay, and well, Adriana continued to play super correctly because she played bishop d3, f5, and f5 was probably the first the move that Adriana spent the more time to thinking, because there is just one correct move to do in this position, and because all the other moves that Adriana could do, for example, playing bishop, I don't know, bishop here for attacking the queen, just going there, attacking this pawn, and this pawn now is under attack. So Adriana needed to find every time a way for attacking the opponent and for trying to winning the game. So he took en passant, queen takes on f6, bishop takes. Okay, now Adriana calculated everything, so she probably spent the time for calculating this combination too, because she played super fast now. And well, bishop takes on h7. The opponent decided to take in the bishop because he had no other chances, otherwise he will lose immediately. Knight g5 check. Immediate move because going into the center probably is not the best way for black in this position. King g8. Queen took on d7. Okay, so he take back the bishop that she sacrificed on h7. And now the opponent decided to spend 10 minutes for playing this move that is completely with no sense. Is a no sense move, unfortunately for him. But okay, he won a pawn immediately. But as you can see, after playing king g2, this bishop is hanging, and if Adriana continue to attack the opponent, she could arrive in a position when she can win this pawn, this bishop, no? And that's why after the opponent decided to play rook e8 for defending this pawn, because otherwise we saw, for example, rook here, taking there, take, and one win automatically, no? But so that's why rook d8 was not good. Rook e8 has been the move that the black played for defending the pawn, no? for not allow the white taking that pawn for free. So white go back on d2. Super strong move. Attacking the knight, attacking the bishop. Bishop cannot go back, otherwise losing the queen. So super strong move, queen d2. Okay, black was in a position where was not so simple to play in that position, because he had to remove the queen on f5, so he decided to play queen e5, and Adriana won a piece. Rook takes on f2, and knight c4. He got an extra tempo, and he also trades pieces, and if you are one piece up, is super easy winning a game if you trade in the piece, and then especially if your opponent offer you to trade in the pieces, is more better than that. So rook takes on f8, rook takes on f8, and well, now Adriana had too many chances for moving the queen wherever she wants. So she decided to go on d3. And why this move is super strong? Because he is attacking the knight, and you say, okay, you can just move in the knight back. But if the opponent move the knight back, there is a checkmate on h7. So the opponent needed to cover also the checkmate and defending the knight too. Is it possible? No. So that's why he played rook f5. Adriana took played rook f5. Took the knight, and okay, they traded more pieces, but was the only way for the opponent to save the position and not losing everything. And that's why black played rook takes on g5, bishop takes on g5, queen takes on b2 with check. And now Adriana had two main options, going back on d2 with the bishop or going on d2 with the knight. And Adriana decided to play the best move, knight d2. The opponent decided to taking on a1, so now the compensation is close to be equal, but Adriana won another free pawn. So check for Adriana to the opponent. Opponent decided not to put in the knight on f7 because it was totally lost in one move, but decided to play a rook, king h7. King h7 saved the opponent? No. Knight e4. And now the opponent decided to play queen d4. And here, Adriana finding a really good move. The move was queen e3, and now the opponent resigned. Because if the opponent decided to move in the, I don't know, decided to move in the queen there, for example, there was knight g5 checkmate. If the opponent didn't put the queen there, but for example, I don't know, go on b2, h3, no other checks, b5 for prevent there, but we go on g5 anyway. And queen need to taking here and taking here. Wait a moment. Okay, guys. Well, Adriana couldn't join us, but if you want to see the next round is in 1 hour and a half, close, something like that. So we will meet at 12 and 15 or something like that, depend about the other game, but close to 12 and 15. So guys,